Hello, I'm Don Mitchell. Welcome back to Business Basics, the book that explains how you can expand your market by 20 times, reduce your cost per customer or offering by 95% or more, and as well as how to reduce the amount of new capital you have to put in by 96% or more. So today we'll be talking about lesson 18 in expanding markets by 20 times, which involves the third step in the 2000% solution process, which is to identify and measure the future best practice. And once again, I want to begin by quoting from the Bible, this case from the book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 7 in the New King James Version. He who practices righteousness is righteous, just as he is righteous. This lesson employs, as I mentioned, step 3 of the 8-step 2000% solution process. Identify the future best practice and measure it. You'll also find material about this subject in the 2000% solution, the 2000% solution workbook, and the portable 2000% solution. Identifying and measuring the future best practice begins with locating the best that is being done now and extending the current rate of improvement 5 years into the future. Billion-dollar industries have been established in recent years within just a few days of providing offerings. I suspect that the future best practice will be to accomplish such a result in just a few hours. Such rapid expansions occur most often with new types of handheld electronic devices that offer expanded capabilities, such as when the Apple iPhone was launched. Let's consider that experience to demonstrate how the key principles of a future best practice can be identified and measured. Let's also draw some lessons from the iPhone's success that might apply to expand your industry by 20 times. Begin your search for the future best practice by studying the most successful current methods. What are the most important elements of the iPhone's success? First, the iPhone combined features available in several other electronic items into a new, more convenient way. Why was this benefit important? Well, it was easy for potential customers to assess the value of a new offering that combined a graphic user interface on a touchscreen with extensive portable computing and cell phone capabilities. The iPhone is a much simpler version of a portable internet-connected computer that you can also use as a telephone. If you can avoid offering something totally different from what people already understand, you make industry expansion much easier. Second, the new offering received lots of advanced publicity so that most people knew quite a lot about it before the iPhone was offered. Why was this publicity important? You aren't going to buy something that's new and different unless you understand what it is and have heard others endorse the value of what it does. Third, the iPhone entered a market where many customers were hungry for something new and different. In fact, it's easier to sell something new and different in handheld electronic devices than it is to make an incrementally improved version of what people are already buying. Develop your new and different offerings for people who are already eagerly looking for something better and who like to be seen as different from what most other people do. Fourth, the iPhone was readily available in large numbers. If you wanted to buy an iPhone in most countries, you could purchase it with little effort after the first day or so of its release into the marketplace. This availability is important because many people wanted to examine one before buying. Broad-scale distribution led to substantial immediate sales that allowed many such purchase-oriented inspections just after the iPhone was released. Fifth, the product was very visible in use. If you're interested in an iPhone, you were likely to see someone using one. You could simply ask about its attributes. Such opportunities to speak with users made it easier to become familiar with and gain confidence in the product. Word-of-mouth referrals were quite valuable in validating this product's effectiveness. Sixth, the product worked just fine. All but a few tiny bugs were worked out in advance. Bad results after introduction could easily have killed the market expansion for this kind of portable computing. Seventh, the product's manufacturer had a solid reputation for producing and delivering electronic items with superior features and reliability. Few people probably believed that they were taking a big risk by purchasing an iPhone. Even if there were problems, purchasers probably felt confident that Apple would make appropriate fixes. 8, the item wasn't very costly in terms of the incomes of those who were target customers. The initial customers didn't have to hold long debates with others in their organizations or families before purchasing. Affordability made impulse purchases more feasible. 9, customers had an easy and relatively quick way to deal with any problems. They could go back to using whatever portable devices they'd used before they bought the iPhone. Realizing that there wasn't much risk if major product glitches occurred helped make a product purchase feel safer. Let me extract some more universal principles that may be helpful to you in identifying and measuring the future best practices for greatly expanding your industry. First, make offerings seem transparently familiar rather than strange and unusual, even when the offerings are quite new in concept and execution. Second, create universal awareness among potential customers by obtaining validations from recognized experts. Third, focus first on those who already know they want something new and improved that's not available elsewhere. Fourth, make it very easy to see how your offering works, to try it out and to buy one. Fifth, create a lot of visible use for your offering so that those who are curious can ask a customer about it. Sixth, be sure your offering works flawlessly from the beginning. Seventh, either have a terrific reputation for reliability or partner with someone who does. 8, design your offering so that someone can start by spending an amount of money that doesn't seem extravagant. 9, be sure that customers can easily return to something that will work fine for them if they have problems with your offering. That fallback option will give them more confidence to try your offering. So you have fourfold assignments. First, how could the iPhone launch have been made even more successful? Second, how could you match the success of the iPhone launch with current or potential offerings in your industry by using the methods that Apple employed? Third, how can you exceed the success of the iPhone with current or potential offerings in your industry by using different methods than Apple employed? And finally, fourth, what measurements of the future best practice for market expansion do you think are most important for your industry? So I hope this material has been exciting and rewarding and intriguing. And I hope you'll also come back and learn more about our next lesson, which will look at ways to exceed the future best practice. But in the meantime, may God bless you, your family, and all you do in the name of Jesus. Goodbye for now. Take care.